Hey, my name is Matias Rengel with Guitar Control, and today you're going to be learning 12 ways of playing a dominant 7 chord. If you have any question, leave it down as a comment, and remember to click on the link in the description to get the tab. Let's get down to it. So we're going to be learning how to play a 7 chord, dominant 7th, in 12 different ways. The dominant 7th is one of the most famous chords in blues. We use it a lot in rock also, and it's very, very useful for electric guitar. Most of us only know 2 or at least like, I don't know, 3 or 4 dominant 7s, you know, like we most of us know this one, you know, sometimes we know this one or this one, but that's about it, you know, and it would be great to expand the vocabulary, so that's what we're going to be doing right now. Let's start off in G. So we have this normal G, and what we're going to be doing, we're going to be playing inversions of this G7. So let's say G is built on G, B, D, and F. That is the chord. If you play a G7 as you know it, and you count, and you like figure out the notes, you're going to realize that it's G, D, F, G. See, like right here I have a G, a D, an F. I have a B, a D, and a G. So it's G, B, D, F, and G. So the first inversion of these would obviously be starting on the second note of G, which is B. So I would need to have B, D, F, and G. We can't really play this on guitar because it's really, I mean, I would have to, right here I can play it for sure, and I'm already a little bit complicated, but if I was trying to play an A7, it would be impossible, unless, I don't know, you have like 7 fingers, you know, but like, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be sending the second note of the position an octave above, okay? So I've explained this concept in another videos with different chords, and this is called a drop 2. So for example, this means that if I have G, B, D, G, B, D, F, I'm going to be sending B on the other octave. So I will have, instead of having G, B, D, F, I will have G, D, F, B, okay? And now I can do the same thing with any inversion. I could take the second inversion, which is B, D, F, G, and I could send the second note of the inversion, which is D, an octave above. So I would end up having B, F, G, D. There you go. So that is the second inversion. Now, if you wanted to do, you could do the same thing with this, with the second inversion. That was the first inversion, and now you could do the same thing with the second inversion, and the same thing with the third inversion. So the first one that I'm playing, if you don't know it, you're placing your index finger on the 3rd fret all throughout the string. See? And then you're placing your ring finger on the 5th fret of the 5th string, and then you're placing your middle finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, and that's it. Okay. And then we're going to the first inversion, and we are playing. This one is a little bit more tricky, but we're going to be playing our middle finger on the 7th fret of the 6th string, pinky finger on the 8th fret of the 5th string and index finger on the 5th fret of the 4th string, and then we're going to have our ring finger on the 7th fret of the 3rd string. There you go. So now you have two. Now the next one that we're going to be playing is going to be on the 10th fret, and we're going to go with our middle finger to the 10th fret of the 6th string. We're going to go to the 10th fret of the 5th string with our ring finger, then our index finger is going to go to the 9th fret of the 4th string, and pinky finger to the 10th fret of the 3rd string. Just like that. So we have three now. Pretty cool, right? And then finally, we're going to go to the third position, third inversion of a G7. And we're going to end up with something more like this. So you're going to place your middle finger on the 13th fret of the 6th string, ring finger on the 14th fret of the 5th string, and then with your index finger, you're going to be playing the 4th and 3rd string on the 12th fret. And that's it. You know, the cool thing about this inversion is like you can also, you've already sent one of the notes above, remember? Now you can send another one again. So if you're here, you can send this one above. You were here, you can send this one above. You're here, you can send this one above. Same thing here, you're here, you can send it above. And that's it. And now you can transpose this to different strings easier. You can transpose them an octave above. All you have to do is just follow the same notes. So, right? I am not doing anything different here. I am literally, this chord that I just shown you, I am playing them in different strings or different octaves, and that's all. You can totally do that. You could go, okay, where is this song in the next, what is this note in the next octave? And I'm go, okay, it's here, okay, it's here. Cool. That's it. And then you have it there, see? And that's it. And then you can have 12 different ways of playing a G7 all over the fretboard. Why is this important now? This is very important so you can play smoothly without having to like move around like, you know, and now you can do more stuff like, you can go like, and it sounds way smoother when you're playing it. So yeah, I would say practice this chord, as I suggested in other videos. Practice them with a metronome or intercalate different chords. For example, choose random dominant 7 chords. Choose a G7, an A7, a D7, for example, and then you just decide, okay, I'm only going to play second inversions, and you start and you go like, and then you go again. Or you're like, okay, I'm going to start here, and I'm going to try to move the less amount of frets possible, and you go. you know. So that's really, those are really, really, really cool exercises. And there you have it. Now you know 12 different ways of playing the dominant 7 chords that you can use to play your blues progression. I would love to know what you think about this lesson, so please leave me a comment right below. Also, remember to click on the link in the description or the annotation to get the tab. And I will also love to know what you would like me to teach you next, so leave a comment right below. Don't forget to subscribe to the Guitar Control YouTube channel for daily guitar lessons. Thank you so much for watching.